It is Community Music Monday. I don't know if we are going to be listening to a top 10, a top 40, or a full album pie spin, but it's going to be one of these. So let's see which it's going to be, and then we're going to spin from the appropriate wheel. Looks like we're doing a top 10er. Now, this could get emotional because we're knocking down some pretty big boys. Every time we do a top 10, it changes the pieconomics, and all of the others have a slightly better chance at hitting. You gotta let me know. Do you have one of the albums represented in the top 10 of the album pie? It's pretty simple. The bigger it is, the longer it's been there, or the more members of the community have buffed it. Because these are top 10, these are the most heavily spoken for albums from the community so far, or at least the longest standing. So guys, let's see what it's gonna be, shall we, guys? If you're finding out you won on YouTube a little bit later, congratulations. I'm doing a one shuffle. I'm spinning. Good luck. What's it gonna be, guys? What's it gonna be? Oh, babe! It's Cats Under the Stars by Jerry Garcia Band. It is Cats Under the... This is my wife's very first album pie. Guys, I just need everybody to throw W's in the chat. I have talked about listening to this album every week for about a year now. And it's, by the way, I'm going to be celebrating a year of marriage with the lovely Lady Rooski on June 1st. If you can believe it, we met because she watched the channel. We met because she watched the channel. And she went out of her way to say, hey, I think you have really good things to say, and you're cute, and I'd love to get to know you. Ladies, it's a buyer's market. I'm telling you. Go get your man. He's out there. Tell him you want him. Look, I'm really excited about listening to this. My beloved has told me that as much as she is a deadhead, and let there be no mistake, my wife is a deadhead, she prefers Jerry Garcia Band. I think there's a lot to be said about that. I think she says, based on what I've come to understand, she prefers Jerry Garcia Band because it's a little bit more dancey, rhythm, and bluesy. You don't have as many far-out moments, but she loves the far-out moments too. So, I'm kind of excited to dig into a deeper version of JGB. I have, heard quite a few things, but as far as I've never just sat and listened to an album by JGB. I've never I've heard kind of more single performances. So I'm really excited about this one, and it's looking like these are all songs. I know Rubin and Cherise, and I think I've heard Cats. I'm pretty sure I have, in fact. But guys, I'm really excited about this one. Can we just throw some W's in the chat for my wife? I mean, I really did marry the coolest Betty in the world. And she found me, and I feel like if you knew how often the voice of Jerry Garcia or the guitar sounds of Jerry Garcia played in our home, I think it would make a little bit of sense to you why I'm so excited about this. The Dead and Jerry's catalog is something I'm probably going to spend my life digging into happily. And this is just one that, because I knew it was on the pie, I have not done, haven't listened to it. Similarly, I haven't listened to Europe 72, and it's driving me crazy. So that will be coming soon. But guys, let me know. This is a music discovery stream. Have you heard this album before, or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. My first Grateful Dead or Jerry Garcia anything? What a random first impression. You need to listen to Morning Dew, Winterland 1974, from the Grateful. You need to watch the Grateful Dead movie. You need to. I'm getting overwhelmed. I don't even know where to start. Oh my gosh, this is how people have felt for decades before I ever came along. All right, let's hit the play button.
Cherise was brushing her long hair gently down. It was the afternoon of Carnival.
So I definitely know this song. Do we know? I want to double check to see who it was that played on this, because I know that Donna. So Keith Godchaux was on keyboards in this one, which means I'm guessing Donna probably. Yeah, Donna was on vocals as well. Okay, so we get a little bit of Dead flavor in this one with the Godchaux. And then they listed Steve Parrish, Ramrod. So okay, the Grateful Dead's like actual road crew was also there. They got a guy on flute named Steve. Let me know if you guys know anything about any of these other instruments. Merle is on this one? Merle's playing organ here? Oh, I'm so excited.
Brushing her long hair gently down. It was the afternoon of Carnival. As she brushes it gently down,
she's watching.
Rubin was strumming his painted mandolin. It was inlaid with a pretty face in jade. Played the carnival.
And this isn't live, is it? Is this a live album technically? Did JGB ever do studio? Is everything they did live? Because this is a pristine sound for live sound, if so.
Cherise was dressing as pirouette in white when a fatal vision gripped her tight. Cherise,
it's not live, it is studio. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Rubin, tell me truly true. I feel afraid and I don't know why I do. Wow. Is there another girl for you?
I never realized how deep the song was.
If you could see my heart, you would know it's true. There's none, Cherise, except for you. Except for you. I'd swear to it on my very soul. If I lie, may I fall down cold. When Rubin played on his painted mandolin, the breeze would pause to listen in before going its way again.
The dun, 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 like the keys. I'm thinking I'm hearing Merle on the electric keyboard, right? I don't know that I'm not getting any, like, I'm not hearing Donna's voice so far, and I definitely am not hearing like a mega piano sound. This song is very Dylan inspired, IMO. The Rhodes is Keith. Okay, got it. So clarinet as well as flute. So okay, so is the Schuster guy, Steve Schuster, was he a Steely Dan guy? I do know that that Steely Dan and Jerry in the Dead had certainly a mutual respect for one another. Everything I've looked up and have seen them say things about each other. Which honestly, that rabbit hole started because I listened to Steely Dan's song Kid Charlemagne, and then I thought about like, oh wow, I guess, they're both kind of in the same time period. So I wonder, what that overlap is like. Yo, welcome, Zalo. Welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Rooskies, make the new friend feel at home. So it definitely wouldn't surprise me if there is a little bit of a you know, Steely Dan overlap in a greater way than I realized.
The breeze would pause to listen in before going its way again. The masquerade began when nightfall finally woke. Like waves against the beds and dancers broke.
Yep.
To the painted mandolin. Looking out on the crowd who was standing there. Sweet Ruby Claire at Rubin stared. At Rubin stared. She was dressed as pirouette in red, and her hair hung gently down.
The drum breakdown there.
The crowd pressed round, Ruby stood as though all alone.
This is 77. It seems like he's really getting into his envelope filter like era. You know, like bow, 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 bow. You kind of start hearing some of those sounds coming in, you know, I don't know. The one that stands out in my head is like Shakedown Street, right? But then I think you also, you know, I mean, Shakedown is Fire on the Mountain too. Yeah, that right there.
Rubin's song took on a different tone.
I guess like after 74,
And he
Scarlet
played it
Fire on
just
the
for
Mountain.
her. The song that he played was the Carnival Parade.
Not
Each
that
note cut a thread of
intense,
Cherise'
though.
fate. It cut through like a blade. Rubin's playing his painted mandolin. When Ruby froze and turned to stone. For the strings played all alone.
Is that sound? That's not an actual wah pedal, right? Is this a Mutron or a Mutron? However you're supposed to pronounce it, frig.
The voice of Cherise from the face on the mandolin. Singing Rubin, tell me true. For I have no one but you. If you could see my heart, you would know it's true. There's none, Cherise, except for you. Except for you. I'd swear to it on my very soul. If I lie, may I fall down cold.
I love these drum breakdowns.
The truth of love and unsung song must tell. The course of love must follow blind, without a look behind. Rubin walked the streets of New Orleans till dawn. Cherise so lightly in his arms, and her hair hung gently down.
I want to just, you know, Robert Hunter's lyrics. I like. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's commented on the fact that they're awesome, but he doesn't care about meter, and it makes me love him. You know, he doesn't care about rhyming half the time, and it makes me love him. Like, he writes things that are kind of hard to say with the regular talking, you know? Rubin walked the streets of New Orleans till dawn, but, like, listen to the...
Streets of New Orleans till dawn. Streets of behind. Rubin walked the streets of New Orleans till dawn.
That doesn't feel natural at all, but it makes me so happy. No, I've never done Bob Weir's Ace. I have not. Poet Robert Hunter, Away with Words. There's no doubt about it. And like to end the song, just kind of, you know, in medias res, like in the middle of things, like, and her hair hung gently down. You know, like it just kind of ends there on the scenery, and there's something really, 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 really nice about it. I love that it feels like he is a poet, but almost in his own free form kind of way. Like he's an artist on his own terms. I guess any artist is, right? But when you see the combination of his words and Jerry's voice, and I'm guessing that if Robert wrote it, he probably had it worked out on a guitar, or maybe Jerry had the guitar around. I don't know. I really would love to know more about what their process was like. I don't know how that worked, if Jerry would bring music to Robert or vice versa, because I know Robert is his own musician as well. So yeah, I'd be kind of interested. Had this been one of those ones that had been played live before? Like, were people aware of the song Rubin and Cherise before Jerry put it out on JG, on a Cats Under the Stars? Really, really off to an amazing opener. Love in the afternoon.
Love in the afternoon. She sings sweet and organ grinders too. Rhythm wine, touch of Jamaica. Twilight time with a Kingston lady. All the time in the world for me and that girl.
There's a little bit of a grit here, and I feel like it's in the rhythm section, and I feel like it's absolutely intentional. It feels like it's maybe polyrhythmic here.
Rhythm wine, touch of Jamaica. Twilight time with a Kingston lady.
Between the bass and drums.
The world.
And you've got these, you've got a lot of...
Sweet, she sings sweetly. Come back soon. Come back for more than love in the afternoon. Breezes blow by in the afternoon. She sings sweetly and organ grinders too. Finally recovered from last year's round of bye-bye baby.
Is this... Jerry loves covering songs, but this is one of Robert's. Okay.
All I crave today, love in the afternoon. Love in the afternoon.
You hear these pink, 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 pink. It almost feels like it establishes some sort of 80s sounds that you hear coming out a little bit later, or like guys that are in, like, I don't know. It's got this. Bing, bing, bing.
She sings sweetly and all the grinders too.
Jerry's playing so much.
Gone with the moon.
He's playing Tiger at this point, right? If it's 77, he's definitely playing Tiger at this point.
And any old trouble, it can't leave too soon. Trouble's not part of what I want, especially in the afternoon.
playing Travis Bean at this time?
Sleeping to noon, waking to make more love in the afternoon.
You hear the pick pops? It's just, his guitar literally sings. The way he plays the melody in his leads is just so second to none. I think it's interesting because there are plenty of like technically better guitar players if you're going off of like who could play the fastest or whatever. But I don't think anybody actually like, if you listen to Jerry play, and I think especially of the live work, this is true. You could, there's his ability to sense music is really, 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 really cool to see and hear. Like when you know that what they do is pure improv and you think about your favorite guitar players ever and you think about, could they just improvise all over this or with any other act just jumping on in? You know, not a lot of people can. I feel like Jerry, in addition to just being a student and kind of like demanding that the rest of his band members be students of music, I think he really learned to, it seems like his singing is done with both his voice and his guitar. You know, not a lot of guitar players play their solos or their leads dipping into the melody as purely as he does. And then for him to kind of articulate the melody in his own way with his walks, you know, his energy. There's just, I think there's a lot of intangibles about him that, you know, you can talk about who the best guitar players are all day. At the end of the day, we can all agree it's subjective and really coming down to taste, right? But when you look at like what a masterful musician actually is, I think part of being a master of music is being able to kind of hop into anything and everything and contribute and you know, in his context, improvisationally, he could do that, which is just bonkers. You know, I feel like he was equal parts, you know, free spirit and musicologist who understood the rules of music, but also understood the nature of the universe and that not everything can fit into a box. And he kind of explored things inside and outside of the box, and I feel like not everybody does that. You know? Palm Sunday. Is this a diatonic harmonica? Or a chromatic? Who's Candy Godchaux? And Brian Godchaux. Who are these people? How many Godchaux are there? Was that like Godchaux? Forgive me. Godchaux mama.
river so wide.
There's Donna.
The mountains so red. And with the sun shine over my head.
Rest in peace to both of these beautiful people.
The honky-tonks are all closed and hushed. It looks like Palm Sunday again. It looks like Palm Sunday again. It looks like
This is
Palm
beautiful.
Sunday again.
This is really, really, really nice. That was such a delicate little ditty, dude. Like, you just, it kind of seemed a little gospel-y, but almost a little bit like, maybe more gospel-y inspired. It kind of seems like down in your luck and want to go drink, but Sunday, bars are closed. If you're from a dry county, you get it. Jerry was super into gospel music. I think that's awesome. I also, I've come to, I think, so was Donna Jean, right? I've said it before. She just seems like the world's grandma. She just seemed like the kindest, most loving, swell person. You know? Okay, title track, coming to the next one, Cats Under the Stars.
Cats down under the stars. Cats down under the stars.
That walk. You hear Merle?
Cats on the blacktop. Birdie in the treetop. Someone plays guitar that sounds like clavinet.
Oh.
I ain't ready yet to go to bed. Think I'll take a walk downtown instead. Cats down under the stars. Cats down under the stars.
The walk up here?
Cats on the bandstand, give 'em each a big hand. Anyone who sweats like that must be alright. No one wants to fight, no black eye, just
Was Jerry primarily, was he the only guitar player? Oh, okay, no. So John Kahn was also a guitar player, but also a keyboards player. I didn't know when Jerry was doing JGB, did he frequently just play as the only guitar player? Because that is a different style of playing when you are, we'll say, and you know, you have guitar 1 and you have guitar 2, and then you have like guitar 1.5 where you're like playing both rhythm and lead. So in the context with the Dead, he's got like Bobby backing him up. You know, in the context of JGB, it seems as though he is like kind of the front man, and only guitar player is the only guitar. There are keys and there are backing vocalists. So in that context, he's got to be playing kind of more stylistically similar to somebody like Trey Anastasio when you consider that you're doing kind of a rhythm and a lead hybrid. And yeah, you have other, melody carrying instruments around there, with keys and stuff. But when you hear Jerry kind of seamlessly switch into, to these little rhythm moments and then slide into lead, it definitely isn't the exact same kind of guitar playing that he was doing with the Dead. It is a different exercise entirely. This feels significantly, I won't say more versatile, but kind of working different muscles.
Now the cat beneath the stars tonight.
I love it. That.
Cats down under the stars. Cats down under the stars.
JGB shows were typically like small clubs, right? Like he wasn't selling out like the Dead was.
Cats in the limelight. Feels like it's alright. Everybody wants something they might not get. I ain't ready.
He played
yet.
arena. I got it.
It ain't complete. That's why I am headed down to Alley Cat Street. Cats down under the stars. Cats down under the stars.
These walking moments are so nice, especially with this chorus choral build.
Blouse unbuttoning. Satin blouse unbuttoning.
Hey-o.
Time is a stripper, doing it just for you. Time is a stripper, doing it just for you.
I never knew that lyric. Time is a stripper doing it just for you. Time is a stripper doing it just for you. Okay. I think my brain broke a little.
Time is a stripper, doing it just for you. Just for you.
It's a kind of an interesting guitar tone there.
Knock in the brass tacks, cover up your tracks, Jack. You ain't nowhere till you can't pay your own way back. What else do you lack to make it right? But cats down under the stars tonight.
I just noticed knock in the brass tacks. Cover up your jacket. Or cover up your tracks, Jack. Brass tacks. Is that it's a play on words? Am I wrong? Or, oh my gosh, is this a moment where I'm thinking in my brain that the phrase, let's get down to brass tacks, was BRASS space TAX, But in reality, brass tacks is BRASS space TACKS. Has the phrase brass tacks always been with the CKS, or is this a play on words? Is this a taking it for granted situation? Oh no! I said that on the video. It's stuck here. Oh man! I was, yeah, yes, I've been taking it for granted. I know. That one really kind of chaps my tuchus a little bit, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, pardon my French, but like, what the H word am I doing here? If I didn't know brass tacks was TACKS. I'm sitting here thinking it's some deep wordplay that I only caught because I read it. And in my brain, I would have heard that with an X. Well, I'm gonna run an ad and go cry a little bit. I've gotta shake that shame. I'll be right back. Alrighty, dighty, guys. You know, Cats Under the Stars, I think right now is probably sitting at my favorite song. I don't know. Rubin and Cherise was also really good. Yeah. I mean, it's not missing for me, but I didn't imagine it was going to, though. I haven't heard anything from them I dislike. We getting a little bluesy? This is a push in it, Jerry voice. I don't know that I've heard this version of his voice. This is my favorite. Already, this is my favorite one. Send me way up and don't let down. Let down. Let down. I love to hear that Rhapsody in red. On my feet. Kind of thinking I might play with this. Takes me way back where I don't mind. Takes me way back. Takes me way back. This is definitely my favorite so far. Actually, I want to do this every Sunday at a bar called Cactus Jack's here in the Phoenix area. There's a band called The Noodles, and they start playing around 5 in the afternoon, and they play till like 9, 10 o'clock. And it's amazing. It's such a good time. I drink Shirley Temples. I dance with old deadheads. They've always got a great crowd, a lot of tie-dye, a lot of smiling faces, really wonderful people. If you live in Phoenix and you have not gone to Cactus Jack's, go surround yourself with some deadheads, get your dance on, tip your bartender, all of that stuff. But interestingly enough, the guy that plays like the Jerry parts for that band in the Noodles owns a luthier school here in Phoenix. And he has built his own replicas of Jerry's guitars that he plays with. And he's got the whole Macintosh amp rig and everything. I'm actually really impressed. I think that the star power of their band really, the organ player, their keys player, is just unreal. Go and listen to them. If you're here in the Valley on a Sunday, it's going to be so worth your time and $10. Hey, Night Judo. Love you, homie. Honestly, the Noodles keyboardist, I think, is kind of a combination of a Brent with the organ in particular. Like the things that man did with the Leslie speaker in front of my face was just unreal. Definitely when he goes to the actual piano sound on his keyboard, when he see, obviously he's got kind of a stack of keys around him, right? But when he goes to the set of keys that he has as his piano, I definitely get the Keith vibe. I think he's probably more Keith Brenty, based on just the stuff I've heard him do so far. But they do both JGB and Dead stuff. So, isn't the Luthiery school here the oldest? Yeah, it is. And the lead guitar player of the Noodles owns the school. I saw him actually when we went to see Dark Star Orchestra here. In the crowd. I think this has easily been my favorite on the album. there is such a fun, like, there's a pick. That's what we were looking for. Hang on, this one's fun. I'll find it later. You guys have been very, very kind. This is what I'm gonna have to. Never left a note. Still, yeah. I'm definitely gonna definitely. Jerry tones aren't like, while there's something I've worked on. Like, I think the things I've kind of learned from him were really coming more from like scale kind of stuff, right? Like some of his little walk downs, like that little like bottom part of the Mixolydian. I don't know. There's just something there. I'm a dog crap guitar player by comparison, but it made me want to play, you know? I think that's how a lot of people end up discovering how to play like Jerry, though. Like, they jam with him. They kind of hear the nuance in the things that he does. Try to throw more stuff into it. I'm about to take my talents to bed. Enjoyed CCM. Hey, Thrill, you are the best, homie. Have a good night, bro. And we have 3 songs to go, guys. Let's see what this is, how she's gonna finish it. Got lyrics, cool.
Here I am.
Is that Donna?
On the lamb, ready to go.
Okay, maybe it's because I'm watching The Sopranos a lot lately, but On the Lamb, to me, right now in my life, at the point you're finding me, means in hiding. If you're lambing it, if you're on the lamb, it's like you're hiding.
Brighter days have hurried me along. Nobody's wrong. Love stays the same. Our heart's not to blame. Nothing is over. Now it don't worry me at all.
I love hearing her take a front.
Just gotta be some
Jim
kind.
Jimson Jr.
Oh.
Thank you for the Prime. Amazon only gives you one of those. You gave yours to me. You actual BAMF. Thank you so much. And by the way, Lurin KD, welcome to the Rooskies, homie.
Blow. Nobody falls. People we cry when wells
wow.
go dry. Threatens tomorrow. Try and find some way to ease the fright.
Would Donna and Jerry ever collaborate again after Donna and well, I mean, after Donna leaves? Because I know Keith has not much time before we lose him. But does Donna ever further collaborate with Jerry or any of the gang?
Burn into the night. But maybe a little rain would soothe the pain and drown our sorrows. And looking straight at all that.
Somebody, I need you to do me a favor and at Crimson Raider Krautrocktoberfest. That's he's gonna know. But somebody do me that solid right now and tag him and just tell him Walter told us to tell you Krautrocktoberfest.
Lives again until we get a feel of overflows. Nobody grows in search of love. Seasons above have taken to wander.
I love the string arrangements.
The ones we used to know. Where did they go?
I think I just found my favorite Donna song.
Well, here I am, on the land, no overflow. Brighter days have hurried me along to see the rain come shining through. Nobody's blue.
From what I understand of the hate that she got for the pitchiness, she just didn't have the ability to hear herself in the Wall of Sound era. It seems as though when she has monitors, people pretty universally agree that like when she could hear herself, she sang better. Granted, there are some moments in playing in the band where Donna yells again. That is to say, I think of it now as more of an endearing thing. But it used to in the beginning when I was kind of better familiarizing myself with like the different lineups and I guess eras of the band. I didn't quite know what to make of the girl voice that was in the band. And it initially kind of was weird to me. And obviously it was a short-ish lived thing in their grand scheme, but like it was a beautiful period. I love getting to kind of hear more of her work, especially in this context, knowing that like Jerry's kind of given her a front. I love it. Well, I do need to get. Ooh.
from your way.
Oh my gosh. Is Kazvat Voxed gonna be on Krautrocktoberfest?
Help scream of rain, call on your brotherhood.
I think it would be funny.
Let it rain all night. Oh, sky looking clear and bright.
Oh,
Moon with your own true light. Turn the tides and rain.
this is easily. I love this song. Okay, not so guitar guy. You just said something that melted my friggin' heart. It's the first time you ever said anything in the chat. You're clearly a good person. You walk in, you say, hey, never big Dead fan, but gosh, I think I need to dig further. That's how I know that this guy belongs in this community. Never was a fan, but I like this. I think I should listen further. Does that not friggin' sum up what it is we do here? Guys, welcome our new friend. Not so guitar guy. Welcome. This is easily the best recording of Donna's voice I've ever heard.
Turn the tides and rain.
Well, that makes you and me both. Cats, I was literally thinking kind of that same thing to myself, is that Terrapin Station, and honestly, in terms of time period, I think that this is coming out right around the same time Terrapin did anyways, right? So as far as the guitar tones, I think that was, if I'm just being real with you here, dude, that was kind of going to be what like my big finish connect the dot moment was like, this feels like maybe some of the ideas carried over into Terrapin. Certainly moments of the the Mutron filtery kind of stuff. I think as far as the albums I have heard, it's really difficult to gauge because like when you think about the Grateful Dead album versus Working Man's Dead or American Beauty, they're totally different, and then when you hear what they did with the Working Man's Dead American Beauty stuff in a live context, that's totally different, right? And then you get to Terrapin Station and you're like, totally different. But it's like you kind of see these little steps taken all the way, and I guess hearing this adds a point of chronology and context to other works I have heard. It may be if the do we have a read on if this came out before or was recorded before or after the recording of Terrapin? I would be interested chronologically at Terrapin carried into this album, but yes, okay, actually, so that makes sense. This came out after Terrapin, so yeah, at bare minimum, the sound textures informs J.D. Garcia chronology. That's what I'm talking about, right? While I wasn't sure which was which, you kind of see that Jerry is experimenting with similar tones inside and outside of the Dead. So, I don't know. This horn part, though, the fluttery part, definitely brings me to Terrapin. Now we've got the shortest song on the album of the 8 coming into Down Home. So I wonder if maybe Terrapin is what informs this then. Star Trek, the original series. You think that informed it? Tell me this does not remind you, at bare minimum, at least a little bit, of the original series Star Trek intro. Voices at a bass. This is a hug from the album to you, dude. This was written by the bassist. That was soul lifting. I'm going back. What do we got? 4 voices? There's just something so delicate and beautiful about this. I can kind of hear what you mean with that, like... This is a bit jazzier. Less soul, like jazz gospel, less psychedelic soul. Going into the song Gomorrah, does this album stick the landing? It's already been 7, 4, 8. I'm feeling pretty confident. This is gonna close her down hard. I W's again for my wife, whose album this was. This was her first album on the pie, and we're closing her down with Gomorrah. Ooh. And then he sends it up to the higher. Yes.
Just a song of Gomorrah. I wonder what they did there.
Robert wrote this one.
Must have been a bad thing. shut down for.
I really love Robert's writing. I've said it before, but he just really kind of wrote it like he had the thought. Like, I'm going to write a song about Gomorrah. I wonder what they did there. It had to have been pretty bad. God shot him down. Like,
In a bad thing.
they played it. Oh, so this was a like staple in the career.
Wonder how they blew it up, or if they burned it down. Get out, Mr. Lot. Don't you look around.
It's like he's telling a Bible story, but from the perspective of watching it and yelling at the TV.
Who gave you your orders? Someone from the sky.
little bit.
I heard a voice inside my head.
Without the 3-part male harmonies, though, you know, it maybe a little bit in some of the oohs, but
In the desert wind so dry.
I love that lead so much.
I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I always believe. Said a lot of trouble's coming, but it don't have to come to you. I'm telling you so you can tell the rest what you've been through.
That lead is probably the first thing I learn after I leave, after I close this thing down. There's the time that he leaves between that part, though, right? That it's like it almost drags a little bit so that when it gets there, it's like you've arrived. It's such a tasteful less is more part.
Don't you turn around, no. Don't look after you. It's not your business how it's done. You're lucky to get through.
What I'm kind of excited about is that I know that I'm going to get to hear these songs done live later. And that, like, what I'm hearing right now is the blank canvas. I think that's really the juicy part of Dead albums and, like, the songs I've heard of JGB. Like, Sugary, for example. Okay, the song's Sugary. On album is one thing. The live performance is so much more. You know, but Sugary, the album song, is still a really good song. And I think that you kind of see this throughout the catalog in general. So getting the blank canvas collection is kind of how I view listening to like the studio catalog of at least the jam bandy-esque people, maybe Jerry's catalog as well. It's certainly sticking the landing. I don't think there is a single doubt in my mind at this point that Gomorrah just became my favorite song on the album, by the way. I think Rhapsody and Red is probably number 2.
Good upstanding man, a credit to the
Mel claimed that
You don't
one for
feel
home listening
straight
already.
ahead. You could not take the shot.
See, Jerry does that with the guitar. When you hear me say Jerry plays the melody on guitar, this is the guitar line he's playing. And he's like slow rolling this one, and I love it. Changes octaves there. I think what it is though is like, so you have, well here, okay. I can show this to you in kind of a much slower context, right? But I think as a guitar player, a big lesson I've kind of learned from our guy Jer is that when you, oh, not that one, this one. When you hear him play, you know, so that little run. Sorry, I'm not playing well right now. Give me a sec. That little run, right? You can do the same thing. Hang on. So he knows all over the place. The things I just played are the same. He knows where all of those are. In my brain, right, I have like a couple of shapes where I know, like, okay, I can play an octave up here, like, and I'm slowly but surely adding those to the list, right? Like, I'm kind of building my Rolodex of where these things come from. But I think a player like Jerry, you kind of see that he's really got these moments figured out. Like where he can play the same places or the same melodic run all over the neck of his guitar. And I think when you have that, he gets these nice abilities to kind of, I don't know, get creative. Try to find that.
I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I always believe. Said a lot of trouble's coming, but it don't have to come to you. I'm telling you so you can tell.
I'm gonna get stuck. I'm gonna get stuck, but I'm gonna have to find it later. I'm in love with this album. I'm in love with this song. I don't think I'm gonna listen to anything else for the rest of the. I can't say for the rest of the week because I have 2 more shows this week. Those being tomorrow and Wednesday. And Wednesday I've got a big show planned, but I'm gonna be listening to this a lot. This is like gonna be my work soundtrack tomorrow. This is also probably gonna be my guitar teacher for the next couple of weeks. You know, I think that there's just something fun about finding something that you just want to play with and playing it. You know, I that's one of those things that in my formative years of playing guitar, I learned by listening to the radio and just trying to play along with what it was I heard. So I always I don't know if it's like part of my learning process is the DIY, like put your ears to it and listen until you do it. But I think music like this really lends itself into having that. You become kind of a part of the experience, and I think specifically for this sort of genre, some of the spirit is the improvisational nature to it, and I don't think that there's a better teacher in improvisational guitar than Jerry, or really any of the people he surrounded himself with, right? Like there, a lot of the lessons I've learned about guitar, when listening to the Dead or Jerry, aren't coming from the guitar players, or it's coming from the band in general and how to, you know, place myself into it, which happens by like listening and participating and not be like he didn't want like while it was called Jerry Garcia Band, it seems like he wanted to be in a band and he wanted to make music whether it was his name or not. And so yeah, there's just something really nice in that this didn't get gratuitous. Like we know that Jerry can play gratuitous, but it didn't do that. This was just like songs. It wasn't about like the big exploration of things. It was like you recognize his kind of love for all music, I think. And I don't know, there's something really, really lovely about this. But I do think that that's part of the gift of like Jerry Garcia's music. I think like when a beautiful soul makes beautiful music, it does beautiful things. And I think that that impact goes a long way. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.